I do have a question for you.
What up?
Do you remember when you played in your first playoff game and what that experience was like and how it was different from actually playing in the regular season?
That's a good question.
I was so ready for it. You know what? Because I dreamed about it so much and I always watched it on TV. And, I think what really helped prepare me was playing at Kansas University because I played in front of some amazing crowds. And it was just like, it's a different energy when you walk in there because it's like, every game means something. Like you could be going home next week and it's just like you walk in there and you take a deep breath and you you get goosebumps at first. It's like you get in the layup line and you ready. It's hard because the 82 game season, you up some days, down some days, and the motivation is there. It's there, but you know that it's a long marathon. It's just like, when you get a workout, like for me, like if I'm working out and I know the workout plan, once I start getting toward, I'm doing it and I'm knowing it, it's like, it look hard, it's hard as shit. And I got 6 sets of this and I'm just like, damn, but when you start getting down to them last sets, you push it out because and that's what the playoffs feel like. You like, all right, we down to the last sets. So it's time to give you all you got or it could be over. But like, it's just, we played Philadelphia, Allen Iverson, which was, the Eastern Conference champs from a year ago. They went to the finals. And, the answer coming in your building, that's that energy.
Shout out to A.I., man.
That energy is different. So that was my first playoff series. It went 5 games. We won in 5 games because that's when the series, first round was only 5 games. So it was best of 5, and we won in game 5. So that was a memorable one for me too. So yeah, it was like that. What about you? What was your first playoff series?
Man, against Reggie Miller.
We played Indiana?
We played Indiana. It's funny that you brought that up because I remember getting a tip dunk and getting a rebound out of the tip
Just getting
dunk.
that first basket in a playoff game, what that feel like?
That felt good. That's what I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you the tip dunk.
That was your first basket?
Yeah, I got the tip dunk.
Oh, that's lit.
Boom, Reggie Miller was trying to hurry up and take the ball out of bounds. I grabbed it and pushed it in his stomach.
Oh, okay.
And he told me, young fella, you just woke me up. And he went on the next game and had 34. And
damn. He didn't woke Reggie Miller up.
And they beat us in that series.
No, I remember that. Was that the one where Ricky was like, we gonna sweep them?
Yeah, we gonna sweep them.
We won game 1. We gonna sweep them. I think we lost
get out the brooms.
Hey, get out the brooms. I think we lost
we
lost the next 4 games.
Who was that? Who was the point guard then?
We had Gary Payton.
I think we lost the next 4
No,
games
who was
after
the
Ricky D
backup?
said that.
It was from Orlando. Come on, our guy. Come on, man. It was
We
our
lost
guy.
in 7. Oh, man. Yep.
Who was our guy, man?
Who you talking about?
I can't think of his name right now. He was our guy. Was the point guard.
Oh, Chucky Atkins?
Chucky Atkins.
Yeah. Look. Hey, look. So what happened? Did we lose a series or we was in the middle of the series when we went out to that lunch that day?
It was about to lose.
Oh, so we got Chucky Atkins at the point. So I think me, Jay was in town. So we go to Newberry Street to eat. And we eat, and then I look up and Chucky, I think he ordered about like 4 shots. And I'm like, what you doing? He like, man, the season about to be over for us. I was like, damn.
He had no confidence.
I think that was a year we probably got swept by somebody. We was down 3-0 or something.
Then he came the next day, he was like, no, I'm trying to win. Like, no.
Hey, I ain't go there and get that. We down 3-0, we eat lunch. I think we gonna have a good lunch. We play tomorrow. He had like 3 shots of Patron. Like, I'm like, what you? Like, man, I'm about to lose anyway. I was like, God damn, that's crazy. Yeah, ain't that crazy?
So what was it like for both of you to kind of be in the NBA when it was making that transition of not being as intense basketball? Like not, the foul calls and just not letting you guys be as gritty.
No. I mean, when he could speak to that because he came in on 2 eras. See, 1 era you could actually hold it.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
The
first change I saw is when I got to Washington, right? Because I came from culture, Celtics, this and that. Brooklyn was even a little something. But when I got to Washington, I was just like, damn, this is different. Because I'm used to getting to practice early. We got shoot around at 10. I'm there at 8, 8:30. I'm going to lift, run, get some shots. I'm going to have a full lather. Then I got to Washington. We had our first shoot around. I remember we was at the arena. And so I'm out there shooting. Like, I know I'm kind of early, and so I'm not expecting nobody to be out there. So I'm just kind of sitting on around, I got my workout in. So it's about like 9:55. You know, it ain't nobody on the court yet. I'm looking like, so I went to the locker room, like, where everybody at? Everybody was on their phones. And I was like, damn, what everybody doing? Like, everybody, this was, Twitter was out. You know, they on Instagram, they on Twitter. I'm like, oh, this is when I knew that the NBA started changing over. And it started becoming less competitive, and, you know, rules started changing, and no more bumping in the lane. And it was just like, damn, this is what the NBA is. And that's when I knew, I think, at Washington, but I think it was like, I was like, yeah, my time is pretty much up here. You know, and that's why, like, when I was done in Washington, I said, you know what, I'm gonna just go sign with the Clippers, because that's where I live, and just finish out my days at home around my family and everything. But that's when I really saw it. I think that was like 2015 in Washington. I saw that. So, but T.A., he was already out the league. He was already washed. He didn't see he didn't see the changeover.
He lied.
Damn.
We played the Clippers. He didn't get off the bench.
Hey, T.A., hey, look.
He had table reservations for us after the game.
T.A. was
I
washed.
turned to the host.
He lied. Pete, what we doing after this?
Hey,
I'm gonna call you. I know.
T.A. was washed
You
before
ain't
me.
gonna foul me.
I've been in the league 19 years. He was washed
No, but
by his 7th year. He was washed.
I was asking what was in that Gatorade cup he was drinking. It
He'll
wasn't
take
should
it
have been no
off.
Gatorade.
There should have been no Gatorade, for real. Damn.
You're right, but kind of to your point of seeing just the fouls and things change, I did come into an era where we flat out just had the arm bar, you know, and I used to hear him attest to saying, you know, they changed the rules now. Back in the day, I used to hand check, you know what I'm saying? And so this bucket about to be easy. I'm gonna score all day. And, you know, just seeing that, you know, now you can't even put your arm bar on them.
No, you can't.
Kids can score 50 nowadays. You know? So
But then here's a good follow-up. We see in the playoffs, they're calling games differently. So what about players who are maybe just getting into the league and they see a different level of basketball in the regular season, and then they're making the playoffs and they're seeing that they're allowing more defensive effort?
Yeah, it's always
That's
been like
always
that.
been like that.
The tradition,
Playoffs is always going to be harder to cause. You get in the regular season,
they're not gonna carry over.
you ain't going to be getting them same calls. Because we saw that with James Harden, because James Harden was just annihilating the league in Houston, getting 20 free throws a night. Then when he got to the playoffs, then free throws was cut in half, because they was like, oh, no, we're not going for that no more. So I like it. You know, it brings more intensity to the game, and it makes it harder. But that's what playoff basketball is. And that's why you got to respect the champion every year, because they went through something. You're going to have to go through something to win. It's going to be hard. I'm telling you, if you get in your mind, and Doc used to always say this, he said, Lord, listen, y'all, it's not going to be easy. Expect it to be hard. So when you go to the lane and you get this and it go out of bounds, don't expect it. Expect it. Because they might not call that. Look, that's a foul. They might not call that. They might not call that in the playoffs. I done seen it. So once you wrap your mind around that to where you not at the officials and you just like, all right, next play, then you just got yourself mentally ready for that. I had to wrap my mind around that to be like, you're right. So now I get fouled, I'm like, all right, next play. No foul, okay. So I'll start picturing myself when I used to play at Rogers Park in the hood, baby, where I grew up at. You ain't getting no calls, so it just brought me back to that. So I already been through this.